This podcast, bussin'.
Welcome to another episode of this.podcast. I'm your friendly host, Jay, joined by my brother and friend. We got Mike here.
You ready to boogie with that bear?
And then we got Sauce.
Man, what we talking about?
And our co-host is missing again this week. He had some family stuff, college stuff with his daughter. So we'll give him a pass on that, right? We'll hit his drop, though.
Give him a drop.
Hi, my name is Uncle Damo.
I hope you're having fun, Uncle Damo. We're going to do yet another show without you, but we'll see you when you get back next week, buddy. First, before we get into things, I want to talk about a little bit what the podcast is about. And it's basically a podcast that has conversations with dope people and that have those compelling stories to tell us, especially on the local level. So shout out to Denver. Shout out to Lawrence and Larimer for providing the space. And what other shout outs am I listening to, fellas? Early listeners. So the Wrights family, the Hysaw family, the Cain family, and everybody outside that has been supporting the show.
KC,
what up, Doze, Maddie, Berkey, all of that. It's been fun, and now we're streaming on all platforms, so you can find us on Apple, Spotify, Google Cast, Amazon, and still on SoundCloud, and viewership on YouTube. So we're covering the whole gambit. There's no excuse now. You can watch it on your favorite platforms. When people hit me up and say, hey, are y'all on Spotify yet?
And we got video.
Yeah, that's the viewership on YouTube.
Oh, that's the viewership, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, and shout out to Armand, man, for putting the battery in the back to say that's
Armand. Doing this thing. So you definitely got to check him out on IG. I always tag him on all the content that we provide. So Armand is doing an awesome job along with Caitlin. Yep. We can't forget you. So
yes,
good job there.
Does the Chore Daddy clip track as well without video? Do you think?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me either.
With the video, it just brings a different dynamic. You need that.
See our faces, see our reactions.
Yeah,
that was pretty sweet. I got a lot of messages about that clip.
Actually, it's our highest viewing IG post. Yeah. So it's getting a lot of traction.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Shout out to ChoreDaddy.
So you need to make sure you need to put up some new content,
I do,
brother.
I do, man.
But I had a lot of old flames taking credit for saying they put that idea in my head.
Well, accept it.
That's fine. But you're the one that you're doing the execution, right?
I'm doing the work.
A lot of people have a lot of great ideas, but it's all about execution at the end of the day. So shout out to ChoreDaddy. ChoreDaddyTv.
ChoreDaddyTV on Instagram.
Yep.
And OnlyFans. Nothing's up there.
You got it on OnlyFans?
I told you from the jump outside though.
Okay.
It was a placeholder.
Nice.
From when I roll out.
When you get rolling?
Yeah.
So what's
so it's active now?
Sorta. I said it's nothing's up there.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Nothing raunchy's up there. Okay. Like you want it.
I don't want it no way.
So it's Bungie.
I know you don't want it, but I know the ideas you have been giving me. None of that is up there.
Okay.
So Bungie Studios helps put this podcast together. Is Bungie Studios going to help you with ChoreDaddyTV? Because I feel like naturally they can help you out.
They can. I mean, they gonna help. They gonna help with me purchasing cleaning products until I get sponsored.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, sweet.
We gonna have to. We could definitely do that.
Out.
That's the whole
Let's
point.
Roll out.
Then you got your manager over here.
Yeah.
Sauce is my manager.
Oh yeah.
1,000.
Sauce trying to have me up in Saturdays or something.
Exactly. I'm happy where you gonna make some money, bro.
That's what the manager does.
See, yeah.
Man, the manager's gonna put you in a position to succeed.
Trying to have me up in the champagne room.
What? So what's the problem?
See, ain't nobody trying to do all that.
What's the
problem? You don't want to be at the champagne room?
I got a couple of day jobs.
There's steps.
Now you want to have some.
But there's steps to that. Like you got to build up your brand, man. So you just can't jump out the door.
I got to gradually become a hoe. If Sauce is my manager, is that what you're saying? That's what I heard.
Well, not necessarily, but you got to learn some skills out there that are provocative.
Right. Cain the Stallion. Chore Daddy the Stallion.
Yeah,
That's where you
Chore
want
Daddy.
me. Got
No,
it. Chore
no, no.
Daddy. Okay. Yeah.
Chore Daddy.
I'm gonna tear you up, man. I'm gonna start you to the minors, and then I get you to the majors.
Gotcha.
That's how
You'll
it
be
goes.
in Thunder Down Under.
Man, what we talking about?
Nice, man.
We'll get you to
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
listen, man.
Hey.
We'll get you to the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll get you to the Coliseum.
I was thinking though, like I need like a uniform though. I need like a uniform. You know, Mr. Clean is all white. You know what I mean? I'm for the culture.
You
So
need
I
that
was thinking
uniform?
like, you know, probably still rock a whatever color t-shirt, but, you know, update it and just rock, you know, gray sweatpants.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
ladies.
Well,
ladies.
I
That's what
don't-
the ladies say.
Why
gotta
don't
go
we
by your
wait?
manager first.
Hey, you know what? Since you know, I think it's natural that Chore Daddy is under the Bungie umbrella, you know, and being a brother outlet, a brother outlet to this.podcast, man. I think that we should kind of put it out to the fans and let them let them decide what your outfit should be. So, ladies,
like that.
put a
ladies,
little poll
ladies,
up.
I like
ladies.
that.
Why don't we put a
You can put a
poll
poll
up?
on
If
the
you
gram.
can just respond to the gram under this this snippet. And what outfit should Mike wear? Should it be banana hammocks and no shirt? Should it be nothing at all? Because he does have a private. He does have a privacy fence in his yard, ladies.
Yo, banana hammock with the show 'em your Jordans.
With the Oreo J's?
Yeah, man.
Banana hammock and Oreo
Look at
J's.
that. Coming to clean your kitchen, mowing the lawn, putting up the laundry, folding clothes.
You have to be
got
making.
you.
You have to
got
be making a lot of money to be cutting the grass in your brand new Oreo.
Yeah,
J's.
you.
Oh, I'm not cutting
you
the
might
grass
not
in
want to
these.
do that, but
No.
we'll figure it out.
I barely get.
We'll
I
figure
got.
it out.
I
You
got
got to
lucky
give
on
the
the
people.
sneakers app this
You got
time.
to give the people what they want, though.
Absolutely. So, piggybacking on that, also, all our viewers and listeners, please give us feedback, comment, subscribe, likes, dislikes. Let us know so we can get better here. That's what it's all about. And it's funny, man. So I have been getting feedback privately in our chats, and they've been killing me for
Me too.
sitting crisscross applesauce on the
not-
couch. They've been saying, they've been calling me Russell Simmons. They've been saying I'm what is it? Namaste OAS.
Namaste.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
all
what-
fun and games. We love it, y'all. So,
what
but make sure you do it on our feeds, okay?
What prompted you to sit like this?
I don't know, man. It's just
Because I remember
providing
at a time,
room, because it's like if I have my legs out, like I got to stretch for the soundboard, so I got to make it as close
So
as
you've
possible.
really been working on your yoga, because I remember you telling me you couldn't even sit like this, like
couldn't, man.
even as a child.
Yeah, I never could. And then when I started doing fitness and Olympic lifting, I think that's when it got better. But let's talk about your birthday, man, and the things. We got to start talking about what's going on local, man. So real quick, First Fridays on the 5 Points, they're having jazz hop, right?
Agave Shore, right?
Yeah, Agave Shore.
Shout out Agave Shore.
Go ahead and talk, y'all. I'm trying to find these as we talk about it.
I didn't know my birthday was a city event, if that's what he just said.
No. This is things we can do for your birthday, though. So, yeah,
we
live
can hit-
live jazz at the Points, man. So you can go to
Hit Agave.
Charles Cousins Plaza. They start at 5:30. Agave Shore starting at 6:30, and go at Zor at 7:30. 7:15 Club. You know where that's at. But there's a lot going on 5 Points, so you should go ahead and check that out on First Fridays. By the time this episode airs, I think the following week it'll be a First Friday, so you should definitely engage in the local festivities and what's going on in Denver.
Oh, remember First Friday is today.
Yeah, First Friday's today.
Yeah.
I know, but this isn't going to air until I don't know, probably 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Because we got a backlog, man. We ain't.
Well, yeah, and we do that. I mean, we do got a lot of content.
We do.
We out
do.
here.
But please
Yeah.
support Agave Shore, black owned, man. The hospitality is great, you know.
Yeah.
I know when James, myself, and Y has been through there, man, we've always had a good time.
I was
Yeah.
there last time.
We usually go after the spot.
Yeah. That was the day I got my car.
That's when you got to throw the. That's when you got to throw the Chore Daddy shirt on.
I need a logo.
Yeah,
I need a logo.
I'm building my brand.
I mean, Bungie Studios, they want to sponsor me and all that other stuff. You know, manage me.
Nah.
But first, they got to follow me on Instagram and then start promoting me.
Yeah,
but get out the mud,
so
man.
when we do that though, then it's like when you start making money, you gotta pay that studio fee or rights.
What's the studio fee?
We'll talk about that offline, man. We'll get that all together.
Gotcha. The particulars.
So, ladies, man, if you make any bedazzled banana hammocks,
look in the camera.
Discounted price.
Look in the camera.
Camera too.
So, ladies, if you make any bedazzled banana hammocks,
think Michael Jackson's glitter glove. We'll start there.
Michael Jackson's glitter glove.
Oh my goodness.
Please reach out to us because we want to make sure that our hose is outfitted correctly.
Yeah, reach out to us at this.podcast
or Bungie Studios. Apparently.
Bungie Studios
Please.
On IG.
Yeah,
we can make that happen.
Well, I need some shorts, pretty much like this that are quad, show off the quads. Okay. I'm a little skinny, but you know what I mean. I'll be back to 220 in no time.
You doing the squatting you need to be ready?
Absolutely.
All right, because you got to get it's in shape season right now.
Look, I'm camera ready.
When you get out there,
Kim
you got to be
camera
ready.
3. I'm camera ready.
Got it. Real quick, y'all. I got a question for y'all. So let's talk about tipping and. Stick with me real quick. I'll tell you and I'll bring you through where I'm going with this. So, lately when you go to restaurants, right, sit in and dine restaurants, you get served and you're going to, at the end of the meal, you expect to give your waiter or waitress at least a 15% tip based on how they do, right? Mm-hmm. In the new day and age, the thing is now you're always tipping from, I would say, sit-in restaurant now to fast casual dining, right? Because now they have the kiosks where, you tap and pay with Apple Pay, Google, whatever it is on Google or Android.
You
as far as
Chipotle,
yeah,
Qdoba.
the Chipotles, the Qdobas, local mom and pop shops, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, question. How do you approach when you walk up, get your Chipotle burrito, or you get some kind of bowl of some kind? They turn that kiosk, you pay, and then it's like, the tip comes. What do you do?
The only one I tip at, man, is I go to every once in a while I go to the Cold Stone over in Stapleton.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of teenagers that work there.
So
I go ahead and tip them, right?
Got it. Okay.
I tip them, right?
And why do you tip them?
Because they're teenagers, man.
Kids.
But they're kids. You know what I mean? They're trying to make their way. It's cool to throw a little extra to them, right? But at Chipotle, nah.
You're not doing the 15% tip?
Yeah, nah. I'm with sauce.
No, I'm no tip receipt.
yeah.
But when you do it, are you do you look them dead in their face?
No fucking shame.
Or are you kind of looking down and hoping they don't see it?
No tip.
It depends because I go to Chipotle often, so like I get comped a free burrito every now and then. So if they give me the free burrito,
then you'll tip them.
Yeah, I got to tip.
I understand that.
I got to tip, but just off rip, no. So I'm like sauce. Like or I go to Smith and Cannon, yeah, I'll tip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So if it's like locally owned business, you're going to tip.
Chain, no.
Chains, no.
Chain gets no tips.
Like you said, mom and pops, yeah.
Chain gets no tips, but if it's a chain with a teenage staff, and they're in there working hard and they're focused and they're doing what they have to do. Because at the Cold Stone, it's a lot of teenagers that work in there.
Well, and then Cold Stone is a little bit different because they gotta they using their wrist a lot. Yeah. They're doing a lot of flipping. Whereas Chipotle, you just like put a scoop, pass it on, right?
And then whenever I ask for extra chicken, they be like, they be real scarce with my portions.
But is the tip going to the assembly line or the individual in the assembly line?
I think it's going to the assembly line.
It is.
Okay.
I think at the end of the day they splitting up tips.
That's how I think
That's
it would
what
work.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's
Or like at least like the collective line at a shift. So if you get there at Chipotle, let's say everybody leaves at 5, and then a new line comes in from 5 to 10 or whatever they close, then they share those tips between that time. I'm guessing. I don't know.
But what happens when you give the tip and then the person at the cashier kind of scoffs at you and is like,
I take my
do
bag
you
and
look
turn.
right? Do you look them right?
Yeah. I look them right there. I take my bag and walk right out the door.
Like what?
You ain't served.
Do you
nothing.
give them that stare like, in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just.
You wouldn't get no tip a year ago.
Right. Exactly.
Now you expected a tip. How privileged is you?
Yeah.
Like what? Hey. So I think a good spin off to this is how privileged are we as a society now, especially in America. We're so damn privileged. We feel like people just owe us shit.
Right.
Just because
Yeah.
we're here. Just because we're here.
No, you bring up.
I ain't
Okay,
did shit, but I'm
okay.
here. Tip me.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. So like, this is the reason why like I don't fuck with DoorDash, none of them food delivery places, because I hear the horror stories like I didn't tip this dude well enough. He probably ate a wing, or he's taking forever to deliver my food.
Dog, they treat your food like shit.
Right. That's why I don't
They're
do
not
it.
careful. They're
Do
not
they?
careful with your man.
I've had some bad experiences.
I got a pizza from DoorDash one time. Man, the whole half of the cheese was on the other half of the pizza. Like,
Stick it to the box at the top.
Yeah, like yo, no.
Half sauce and then half cheese on the other side.
Ugh.
So James like cheesecake.
I do.
James like cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory, right?
I gotta say, they never mess up the cheesecake.
Yeah, but they kind of do, dog, because sometimes your whipped cream may be off your cheesecake, stuck to it, maybe on the side, that fell off because they done let the cheesecake tip over and sit on the side probably the whole ride.
You know how I combat that? I make sure that everything's on the side, so I can just assemble it. Just give me the cheesecake. I'll put everything else on top of it.
So then why are you tipping if you doing all the work?
Well, no, because they got to go there and pick it up, man. And I feel like their wages are pretty low,
I don't know
and that's how they make their money.
Got it. I don't know how. So are you tipping DoorDash? Is it a way you tipping DoorDash and Cheesecake?
No. I'm tipping the driver. Like,
Gotcha.
Supposedly, so there was a scandal about that where DoorDash was allegedly taking tips from the drivers.
Got it.
So like if you would tip them 5, like the driver wasn't getting that.
Got it.
But now I think they got called out on it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now supposedly like all of that is going to the driver.
Hey, so real funny story about Cheesecake Factory.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one summer, man, we're all outside chilling. And, James and Tish would normally just, with the kids, just had the bikes and they'd just come by, and just come say what's up. So one day, James rides by the crib with the kids, man, and they're all chilling. And James goes, "Hey, man, I got a confession to make." I said, "What's up?" He says, "Man, I've been using your address, man, for Cheesecake, for DoorDash on Cheesecake Factory." I'm like, "Dog, why?" I'm like, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah, man, because DoorDash is funny. Like they
got a proximity.
and James literally lives 4 blocks.
Yep. Oh no. Yeah, about 4 blocks.
Yeah,
James lives about 4 to 5 blocks from my house. And for some reason, the DoorDash proximity is outside of James's proximity. So James said, "Dude, I've sent DoorDash to your house and I've met the guy at your door to pick up my cheesecake." I said, yo, man, whatever you got to do, dog. Whatever you got to do to get to feed that cheesecake fix, man. Yo,
that's how bad I love the cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory, because I was ashamed, man. Because so this is how it would work, right? I would be mad as hell because I'd be like, I'll type in my address, and I'd be like, it was finicky because sometimes they would bring it. My address would be in the proximity. Sometimes it wouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
And one time, like it wasn't, and I just like, fuck, I need to get me some cheesecake. So I was like, all right, I know Cole's address. Let me boop, 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 boop. I put it in there, and it's the weirdest shit, man, because I'm there on a stakeout at Courtney's house waiting for the DoorDash person to get right out the door, and I meet them, and they're startled as fuck. They're like, what the fuck? They're like, I'm like, yo, that's me. Is that James Cain? And I show them the app and everything. I'm like, yo, right here, man.
Is that cherry lime?
Bullshit.
Right. That cherry lime, that's me. That's me. Run me that. Cherry lime.
And the driver's like, all right, man, here you go. They just looking at me weird.
He puts it in the middle of the street and runs away.
Hey, man, if y'all know.
You ready to boogie with that bear?
That's funny.
And then
man.
the spin off to that story
is funny, man.
James, man, is it takes a lot to get James out in the streets. Like James just ain't going. James ain't just going to hang.
He's a hermit.
Like when James goes to hang, he's like, James going to do the special occasions. You know what I mean? And James is going to do maybe those random, like, you know what? I'm going to roll, right?
Right.
So I remember, man, we got James out one night, man, and then we all mounted up, man, and we all went to the Drake night. They had a Drake night at Ophelia's, man, and we was like, man, they gonna have a Drake night, man. Yo, you know what Drake brings? It's gonna be a lot of window shopping for us. So we get to the door at Ophelia's, and Cheesecake Factory's about to close. So James says, "Hey, man, I'm gonna see y'all in a minute."
Oh, no.
Cheesecake Factory is about what, about 3 minutes away from Ophelia's?
Yeah, so Ophelia's was like on 20th and Larimer, something like that.
Yeah.
And Cheesecake's what, 6?
On a scooter is about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because go ahead.
Yeah.
So we get to the door, man. We all get our tickets. We all go in. James like, hey, man, I'm gonna catch y'all in a second. James rides to Cheesecake Factory. Gets the cheesecake, brings the cheesecake back, puts it in the car for after the club.
Right, no. So he's like, hey, give me your car keys. I'm like, you leaving? He's like, no, I'm gonna get on this scooter. I'm gonna go pick up my cheesecake. I don't want to come in the club with my cheesecake. So just give me your car keys so I could go from Cheesecake to your car back right into Ophelia's. That shit,
that's dedication, boy.
Oh, man.
But there's some shit like that. Yo, there's some food out here that's crack like that, yo.
So what is
Cheesecake Factory?
Cheesecake Factory, man. Man, come on now.
What is it for you, Courtney? Is my question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I already know what it is for me.
Ice cream, anything. Like yo.
So that's why you tipping that Cold Stone.
Oh man, Cold Stone. Shout out to Smith and Cannon.
Hey,
right up the street on Colfax.
Colfax in York.
Every single fucking time I've went to that place, they're out of fucking ice cream.
Hey.
So what's your favorite flavor at Smith and Cannon?
I don't know.
Because you can't get ice cream?
I can't get ice. Dog, every time I go. And I'm like,
No.
And I hate to be stereotypical.
Yeah, I know what you're going.
I say, dog, is it us?
No.
Is that a black thing?
Yeah, is that a black thing?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I have done that. What you got to do is you got to go like middle of the day when like everybody's at work and you just need to stock up because that shit's happened to me before. So like I will get like 6-7 pints of Foxy Brown, butter brickle. What else he do? He got like a coffee there, peanut butter, like
coffee, chocolate.
When you get there, you got to buy in bulk.
Dog, I'm a fiend for ice cream. I will move mountains for some fucking ice cream. Like I can't. I will move. Like I would literally move mountains for ice cream.
So
Nice.
all-time favorite ice cream flavor, and from where? So if it's from Cold Stone, what?
Oh, real quick. So then you must constantly go to Little Man.
See, I don't fuck with Little Man.
No,
it's just too far, man. Like, but
okay.
But
because they got pretty good ice cream.
Yeah,
I've never had Little
I
Man.
think Mexican. I think Mexican chocolate at Licks.
I've never had that.
Okay.
I've never had Lil Man either, just because of the fact the line.
That
is
line
so
is
long.
the
line.
Yeah,
The
Little
line
Man
is
is good, dog.
I've never had it. Like I said, every time I've
That's
been
like
in that
an
neighborhood,
outing when you go to Little Man. Like you got a date night and be like, all right, we're gonna talk and just stand in line for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Pretty
What about for you,
dude? And you know this is tough. This is tough for me because I'm religious at Voodoo.
You
that
got like 3 of them. Yeah.
The buttermilk donut. right next door to hey you sit
Fast
here
Sellers.
laughing,
Ladies,
that's
ladies,
just good.
ladies.
Yo, let me tell you about Mike, and like when he was in shape, and like he would work out like
I'm still
2
in-
days.
I'm still
Like
in
he's
shape,
still in
in shape.
shape, but when you were going hard and competing,
Oh, yeah.
I would say like for
Easy.
CrossFit competitions, faithfully on cheat day would probably be Saturday night.
Yep,
He would go to Fast Sully's,
right next door.
get an entire pie.
No,
No, you would get an entire pie,
no
kill that pie, and then have room for
donuts.
donuts after that.
It was. If you ever been to Fast Sully's, you know it's 3. I would get 3 big ass New York slices, and then I would eat like 2. I would get like 2 buttermilk donuts and the Oreo donut.
But Cole, the thing is,
In
he
one
would be
sitting.
he would be fucking cranky if he didn't get that.
Oh,
Like he wouldn't talk to you.
absolutely.
Like if he couldn't get his 3 slices or his half a pie and then voodoo donuts,
Fuck you.
like he wouldn't come by the house.
I've calmed down.
He'd be like,
I don't do it.
nah,
I
man,
can't
I
do
can't
it all in one sitting anymore.
I can't do that.
But I'm getting there. So voodoo,
Yeah.
the cinnamon roll at Denver Biscuit Company.
Yeah.
That shit is good. But I think
You would eat 1.5 of those. A whole
I
cinnamon roll
would.
and
Now I can't
a
do
half.
it. Like if I do, like I do 1 cinnamon roll, is night. That shit puts me to sleep.
Dude, Cole, that's like 5,000 calories, man.
Easy.
Think about that. At least 3 slices of pizza from Fat Sully's. So this is New York style. Then follow that up with cinnamon roll from Biscuit, the Denver Biscuit Company.
Armand's face.
1.5 of that.
I'm gonna eat
That
like a
was all the-
motherfucking
I don't-
offensive
I don't- I
lineman.
can't do it.
Man,
I
I
can't
would be
do it
in a
no
coma.
more.
Like I couldn't even do anything after that.
I would be like that was it for me.
You would take a nap.
Oh yeah,
you-
it was lights out.
But during the week, you work out like a maniac, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it turned
I don't
into
do it-
he
I
was
don't-
forced to work out as a maniac just so he can do that.
Just so I could do that one night. Yeah. But all time favorite, and I'm glad I don't know whatever recipe they went back to, but cake crumbs, their cake, my goodness. You know what? It tastes just like your mom's cake. The birthday cakes your mom used to make.
Man, why did
Them
Mrs.
shit- hey,
why did
man.
Mrs. Hysaw stop making the cakes?
Hey
I don't
man,
know, man. I think
She used to be on point for everybody's
Right.
birthday,
I already know.
Everybody's birthday.
for our wedding, and I'm sure
Yeah.
your wedding.
Right.
Mrs. Hysaw, please bring back the cakes.
The bacon.
Yeah.
Man.
Yo, but the
What the-
cornbread cookie at Crumble is stupid.
Dude. Don't even
I
get me
don't like
started
it,
on
man.
crumble.
I'm not.
like it?
I'm not. No, I'm not. A crumble.
Hey man, hey.
I don't. Not a. Nope.
Their chocolate chip ain't that good, but their sugar cookie,
It's nice.
dude. Hey, it's like you remember them little Loft House cookies, them little soft joints. They're
They
pretty
still-
terrible.
They still make them,
But
yeah.
they were like, you ever had like a dessert like it was bad, but it still tasted good.
just because it was so soft. and
Yeah, that's
could
it.
be
But
warm.
like, hey man, crumble is like elite.
So Mike, you're a single man. What's the dessert, man, that it would literally be a face off, man, for that last piece if you had to share it with your date? Like it's that like, yo, I'm not swallowing my pride on this one. I want that last piece. And would you go there? Would you sacrifice that biscuit company cinnamon roll? that last bite, boy. She looking at it like
For the
Cinnamon roll,
relationship.
cinnamon roll, I could sacrifice. I'll be probably that buttermilk donut, possibly, and if I got like a small piece of cake from Cake Crumbs or your mom's cake, I would have a hard time
sharing that last
well,
piece.
well,
You gonna sacrifice the relationship for that?
possibly.
Yo, because ladies do feel not ladies. Do you feel entitled to the last piece of whatever sweet?
Oh, you talking about that one movie?
No, I'm not talking about a movie. I'm just saying this
Nah,
is real
they
life.
had it in the
They
movie.
had
though.
that.
I
concept.
think
was
women-
it Brothers?
There was Brothers with Shamar Moore, Chestnut,
Okay.
like Tay Diggs and
D.L. Hughley?
Yeah, D.L. Hughley.
No, but the question is, ladies, are you entitled? Is it like this unwritten rule to say the last piece of whatever sweet dessert is on the table belongs to you?
Right.
And is a man is a man not shit? Is he a fuck boy? If he says, you know what, I want that last piece.
So
is he a selfish piece of shit if he takes a last piece?
So it's a few scoops of ice cream of whatever you want. You share?
But what if he gives up that piece? Does that mean you've won that woman's heart at that point? If you give it up, if you like.
It's a question. Please comment. Please,
my
please.
last.
Ladies, please
Let's
comment.
Get the feedback from the ladies.
Ladies, please comment.
All right, we can talk about this all day.
Right.
We got a responsible podcast here, right? We talk about the good, the bad, the fun, all that good stuff. And recently, we got to talk about it, but we'll keep it real light and come from a different angle. So, R. Kelly was found guilty for racketeering in New York, specifically federal case. All right. I think we all agree that that's what should happen based on the evidence. And I mean, there's more than enough there. Docs, the experiences we had growing up, all that good stuff. What I'm going to ask this panel, how does that affect people listening to his catalog going forward? Should he be forever banned based on these him being indicted and being found guilty? And will you ever listen? How will you feel if you hear a R. Kelly record, a hit from TP2?
I know Sauce is an R. Kelly man, so I'm gonna let him finish. But just based off what you said, like record sales went up because I think people had fear like he might be taken off of streaming.
After they got the verdict.
Yes, based off to the verdict.
That's interesting.
Me, you know what, man? I'm good.
You can live without R. Kelly records?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. You're good.
I'm good.
R. Kelly is also a writer and producer.
Well, I mean, you got to do some digging now, though.
Okay. Because, you did a lot of Aaliyah stuff. So you're saying the things that you can hear his voice, cut that off. You can.
Yes.
Okay.
His personal discography.
What do you do if you hear it, though? How do you react? Tell me what your emotions are.
I mean, I don't really expect to hear it, though.
Okay. What about you, Ko?
If we go to Agave tonight.
Okay.
We go to Agave tonight and they play R. Kelly.
Are you gonna be looking at?
I'm gonna be looking
the establishment
around
different.
Probably.
Mike is a single. So
at that point, you're tone deaf, right?
Mike is a single man. So if that butter pecan princess walks up to you and she wants to dance to "Step in the Name of Love," you're gonna say, you know what? We're not dancing to this because this is R. Kelly.
I'm gonna talk to her until that song's over, and then we gonna go for the next one.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to her for about 3 minutes, and wait for that song to go off, and then be like, "Oh, yeah, let's go."
What are your thoughts, Ko? Before I go,
man, I think it's tough. It's tough, man, because you want to be that person that separates the art from the music, but then the art from the person. Okay. But the art is literally, he was living the art.
That's what I'm saying.
Dangerous part. Like,
right.
But I sit back and I think about a lot of this 90s music that we just loved. Dude, they was kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Like James and I came up in that, and Mike too, came up in that era, man, where, and I'm just being just transparent, and I own these because these are just experiences that I've had. Is that women were into older guys in those times?
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like,
still.
I remember.
I don't think that's changed.
I'm saying
change.
I don't think it's changed, but like it was like, when the car drove by with the banging system back in the day, the girls were literally running to the window to see who it was, and they knew it wasn't another 16-year-old kid.
They knew it was some dude.
It was some dude. It was college, 21, probably
even a little older than that.
Yeah. So no judgment on that. But I think for R. Kelly, man, what makes it difficult is that, a lot of the nasty stuff that he was singing back in the days.
My mind's telling me no.
Yeah. Now, when you hear that now,
Age
it has a whole nother
That's what I'm
meaning,
saying.
dog.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Oh man.
Right, that's what he wrote for Aaliyah, right?
Yeah.
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 Yo, like what's crazy is how does
So you're not answering the question, man.
Yeah,
I feel like you're dancing a little bit. You're trying to be safe.
man. I'm
filibustering.
trying to be. Yeah, I'm filibustering, man. But it's gonna be hard for me to play some R. Kelly, man.
Like even by yourself in the car, no judgment. Like,
Oh no, now, by myself, shit, I might indulge a little bit
Really?
with the guilty conscience.
That's crazy. Well, no, I can see that. Okay.
Because
I'm not
dog,
gonna judge.
His
Yeah.
catalog is insane.
yeah.
No doubt.
And so I think by myself, nobody around, it was one day I put on, this was right when R. Kelly's, like when it started, like really getting, when the wheels really started going out of control for R. Kelly in terms of,
So like 3-4
with the
years
legal
ago.
issues. Yeah, about 2-3 years ago. I'm in the car with Caroline. It's a Sunday. We going out to eat early because my wife wants to get everything done before 6:00.
Right.
I was like, it's Sunday. We R&B. You know what I mean? You don't want to go Griselda
No,
with
absolutely.
your family on a Sunday.
Yep.
So I throw on a little R. Kelly playlist. Caroline's looking at me like,
You
And
doing the R.
you
Kelly
still on the R.
playlist?
Kelly?
And you sitting there bobbing your head.
And I'm sitting there like, well, he ain't fully convicted yet.
I'm a flirt. He said he ain't convicted yet.
Yo, R. Kelly has really morphed into that guilty pleasure, man. Like, let's just keep it real. Like,
Not for me, but yeah.
But dog,
But for a lot of people do feel like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
there's some songs that's gonna come on.
Mhm.
Like, dog, when "Step in the Name of Love" comes on, man.
I will not partake.
But you may not partake, but people are going to swallow their pride,
This the remix edition.
and they gonna step in the name of love. They gonna step in the name. They gonna step in the name of love.
That's the remix
Like yo,
edition.
you can say whatever
Hot
you
and
want.
Fresh out the kitchen.
Step in the name of love, man.
All right, man. Come on, kid, give it.
So my final verdict is
Yes.
I can't fuck with him, but
You're gonna be like, I'm sorry, we lost that one.
we lost that one. We lost a great one, man. We lost a great one.
That's
so
crazy.
for me, and you said this a while ago, young Cain. You said with music it's a little bit different because the idea with artists are that you draw from your inspirations when it comes to your story in real life, right? So when I hear those songs now, and everybody hears them, right? They like some of those songs kind of make sense as far as like, oh, I see where he drew that inspiration from or where those thoughts came from. Right. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Things come from a nasty place, boy.
It come from a nasty place, right?
A filthy place, boy.
You know what? So I've been reading a book by Malcolm Gladwell talking about. The book is called Talking to Strangers. So it talks about some serious crimes that have been that have happened over the years. Okay, so listen to where I'm going with this. So with Sandusky, with Nazar, the doctor for the women's gymnastics, and people have this innate, the way he described it is that people have this ability to give people the benefit of the doubt unless they have the absolute conviction that they're doing something wrong, right? So he was talking about things of like with Sandusky, like they're one of the coach personnel that thought they saw something strange with Sandusky doing whatever he was doing with the boy. Like he kind of described it as that's what he thought. You know what I mean? It wasn't absolute, right? But when you think about the picture of, so and I don't want to get here because it's real grotesque, but him being in the shower with a younger kid, and he heard some noise, right? Not necessarily, yes.
Rhythmic smacking.
Exactly. So you know exactly how it goes, Cole. Yeah. But the thing is that he did not see it. He heard it, right? And then he kind of, not panicked, but, well, yeah, he basically panicked, left, told Paterno about it, right? And it kind of went nowhere from there. But the whole point was that sometimes you get this benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have the absolute truth because of who it is, the things that they do in the community, all that. And I'm thinking about when you talk about R. Kelly, you could potentially be talking about, parents, things like that, kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt because of who he is.
Yeah,
right?
It's not really
and
R. Kelly. It was
parents
giving their kids access to R. Kelly.
Right.
Taking the blame off of R. Kelly.
Yep. So let me finish. So
yeah.
The thing is that it's exactly that, Cole, of like him, the parents giving their kids to R. Kelly, because when you see R. Kelly, all the amazing potential that can happen from that, right?
Yeah.
And trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, bringing it back, it's like, for me, I can't listen. I can't listen to it, man, just because that inspiration comes from somewhere. And even though we want to separate people from their talent, like, you got to be good as a person to me, right? Like, you can be a genius, but if you're like an asshole to people, like, you're not, in certain circumstances, it's not going to work well. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So that's how I feel about that. No, I'm sorry, Cole. Go ahead.
Well, no. I totally agree, man. It's I was a huge R. Kelly fan because I'm not gonna say he raised us, but that was our era.
It was, man.
R. Kelly was our era, man.
And he was R&B king.
He was, that's what I was going to say.
Might be the king of music. Like he was one of those icons.
Pretty much like mid '90s to like 2010. He had R&B under his thumb.
Dude, I went and saw him live the last time he came to Colorado. And man, did he put on a show?
Fiesta.
Show. Like, and it's tragic.
Yeah.
And it makes you think about.
I'll let you close it out, Cole.
But to your point, right? Like, you literally have parents like, and I hate to say that, but like, their children were like sacrificial lambs for fame.
Yeah,
it is, man.
I mean, for status, right?
Yeah. Aaliyah.
And it shows you, and ain't it crazy how, like, man, it's funny. So a guy said to me today, one of my old football coaches, he said, Courtney, it's crazy how, like, the parents of today are so engrossed of trying to get their kids in position to be successful, right, in sports, right, to where they lose their mind, right? But when you were young, it was like, you guys as parents didn't give us no problems. They just let you guys go out there and play. It wasn't this drive to be famous. Like, parents, like, and especially in minority communities, man, like, we're just trying to search for that leg up, right?
Right.
We're trying to search for that leg up in society, right?
You're looking for that meal ticket.
Yeah.
Yes. And R. Kelly preyed off of that.
He did, man. So
sad. It's just a tragic story.
It is. But he gets what he deserves. But yeah, thanks for that conversation, y'all. I think that was a different twist, right?
Yeah.
Other news: Manny Pacquiao is retiring. What?
He should.
He should. You think so?
Yeah, he should, man.
It's time? Well, how do you rank him as far as boxers of all time?
He's up there, man.
He's one of the best, right?
He's up there.
8 world titles in different classes.
He's up there.
He's up there.
Yeah. All right, man. Okay.
And in the cats didn't really see him. The cats didn't really see him until he got a little older.
You talking about?
I'm talking about the Floyds and all that.
That's true.
Oh, Floyd. Yeah,
Floyd didn't get that boy in his prime.
Yeah, Floyd didn't.
He didn't.
And that's no knock to Floyd.
No,
I'm not saying Floyd. I'm not saying that Floyd's less of a boxer because he got Pacquiao at his.
You could say Floyd ducking, man.
I wouldn't say he's ducking. I just think the money wasn't right.
Yeah, the money wasn't right.
Oh, okay.
I wish they would have fought like 5 years earlier. I think that would have been
the perfect time to fight Floyd was before Manny got knocked out by Marquez. Remember that?
I agree.
That was the time.
I agree.
That
Man,
was
Marquez
like
used to
12
give
years ago.
Marquez used to give Manny problems.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
Marquez was kind of
he
like
got the split on that boy.
Oh,
Marquez
he
was
did.
yeah.
Well,
okay.
they fought 4 times. One time was a draw.
Yeah.
Manny won the second one, I think.
Then
Manny
Marquez
won
beat him,
2.
right?
And then Marquez won, and then
Manny won 2.
no,
Marquez got 1.
I thought it was a draw one time.
No,
I think they fought 4 times.
You might be right.
But they had some classic
Well,
fights.
that's what I mean. If it was a draw one time, he beat him the other time.
I thought Marquez got him twice, and Manny only won one.
No.
What's the
I don't think so.
secret? Was the secret sauce Marquez drinking his pee?
Yeah, Floyd called him.
That
Remember
was
that?
nasty.
Yeah, I remember
That was gross.
Yeah,
P-Man, that's what Floyd used to call him.
yeah.
All right, but speaking of boxing, hometown legend, let me do the R. Rodolfo, did I get it right?
Yep.
Rodolfo Corky Gonzalez got a Google Doodle, which is pretty awesome. And I didn't know who he was until I saw the doodle. But
What is a Google Doodle?
you know how they kind of every now and then they have icons of like telling their story on the Google search page, like the home page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rodolfo
sweet.
was a Chicano boxer
Yeah.
out of Denver. He was also a poet, political organizer, and activist.
Nice.
Man, yo, but shout out to the North Side.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
He was one of the many leaders for the Crusade for Justice in Denver, Colorado. And the Crusade for Justice was noted for being an urban rights and Chicano culture urban movement during the 1960s, focusing on social, political, and economic justice for Chicanos. So, yeah, round of applause for Rodolfo Corky Gonzalez.
Man, I low key, man, I worked with his granddaughter.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Does she work for the city?
Yeah, well, she worked with she worked at the city for a long time.
Nice.
And then she moved to the state, man. Real cool chick, man. Her parents owned a restaurant right off of Federal and Spear and Federal.
Nice, man.
Yeah, man. So those roots run deep, man.
That's pretty cool.
He's revered on the north and west side, man. You know what I mean? In terms of that whole brown pride movement here in Colorado, man, he was real heavy on that end. So, but shout out to him, man.
Yeah, shout out to Corky, man. One more.
He's a legend, man. But the cool thing about it, man, just kind of looking up and doing the research, it was kind of cool to hear that he went to Manual High School.
That is cool.
Man, Manual, man, when it comes to Denver, Colorado, man, who, like, you know, in terms of
Who's who?
in Denver, right?
Before like 1970.
Man, you went to Manual.
I would say
High
80.
School.
Yeah,
You say
yeah.
up to 80?
Yeah.
You went to Manual High School, man. So
to
shout out
Manual.
to Manual High School, one of the oldest, right?
I think you're right.
Probably
bro.
the oldest high school in Denver, Colorado.
Well, no, I don't know that, but
What's
it
on
is
Manual?
what it
It's
is.
up there.
I think one of the west
Like
or
one of the directions.
one of the directions might be the oldest, but outside of that, I think you're right.
Yeah, because I want to say Manual maybe 1800s, right? Late 1800s.
It might be, man. I don't know. I don't know shit.
Well, shout out to Manual High School, man, and all the alum. You know what I mean?
That's where my dad went.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
buddy.
Shout out
Shouts out to the Pearl Handle.
The Pearl Handle. That's
Pearl
what they
Handle,
called it.
man, and shout out
Mr.
to Corky
Cain.
Gonzalez, man.
Absolutely.
He opened the doors for
Yeah.
not only the Chicano people, but all of us.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. So real quick, since we got a football expert and he don't like talking about football,
He
man,
don't
I
want to
guess
talk
we
about.
gotta
He don't
talk
want to talk
about
about
basketball.
Teddy B.
TB.
Hey, here's the funny thing about that,
You don't
yo,
wanna
is
talk
that
about Teddy
that
B.
we started the pod in the
But
throes of the NBA
But
playoffs.
the thing is,
I
man,
know,
yo,
but now it's football season.
Let's
and
go.
you're not excited about football.
I am extremely. I just told Mike. I just told Mike I possibly can't hit a rooftop because my boys is playing.
when's the last time the Broncos were 3-0?
Shit.
Peyton Manning days.
No. Simeon. Last year of Kubiak when they started Trevor Simeon, they were 3-0.
Oh, okay.
Did they make the playoffs?
Who the hell is
No, they didn't
Trevor
make the playoffs.
Siemian?
They didn't
Yeah, I
make the
don't know who
playoffs.
the
I
fuck
want to say
Trevor
they went.
Is
I
that a
want to say they went 9-7 that year.
Is that a quarterback?
He's a quarterback, yeah, but he's not.
I
Did
thought
y'all
it was
draft him?
Man, we've had 11 quarterbacks since
Peyton.
Damn.
since 2015.
Okay. All
But
right.
let's
well,
talk about it, man.
So you still feel who did they got this week?
Got the Ravens.
At Baltimore?
Yeah, that's why he don't want to come to the rooftop.
And Lamar has a back problem.
Would it matter if he didn't?
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So you think the fact that he has a back problem, the Broncos are going to win?
Is he?
Or did you always think the Broncos were going to win, and now the
well,
chances are better?
Well, honestly, man, I think the Broncos really have a really deep roster this year. I think the problem with the Broncos is that we lacked depth, and as you can tell, since 2015, man, we had a lot of injuries, and when injuries would hit the Broncos, man, we didn't have the depth to sustain those injuries.
You mean
Von
Miller?
Von ain't played in 2 years.
Is he still hurt?
Chubb really ain't played consistently since he got hurt. Like he played consistently last year, but Chubb is struggling with a lot of injuries. That was our fourth or fifth overall pick.
Yeah, I don't think defense is y'all's problem. I think it's the offense.
Yeah, but it's been depth, and since we've never found Peyton's replacement. And here in Denver, what we struggle with, man, is we've been spoiled on the quarterback end. You know what I mean? Like we had John Elway since '84.
That's my favorite.
Right after Elway, we had them lean year. But then even in our lean years, we had competent quarterback play. We had Jake Plummer. We had Cutler.
Yeah, Brian Greasy for
had
1 year.
Doesn't
he have like the highest QB rating for like a year?
Who, Greasy?
Yeah, didn't he?
I don't know.
He did at one point.
Yeah,
he did at one point.
Yeah, but
for like a season.
All right,
but
man.
I'm confident in the Broncos this year, man. We look good.
It's not that same. See, he's not bringing that same.
No, I am bringing that same energy.
Nah, he ain't bringing.
I
that
told
same
at the last
excitement when we sit
podcast,
here,
at
we
the
talk about LeBron.
podcast,
It doesn't sound
not-
convincing.
at the last podcast, I said the Broncos.
Them Broncos,
yeah,
man.
that's
What
what-
I tell you
yeah.
about them Broncos?
it ain't
Hey,
no flex.
hey.
No, it ain't that.
All I know
his-
is that
his voice
at
is
the
real
last
calm.
podcast, we talked about the Broncos, and I said we're going. What I say, 10-7, 10. Yeah,
Nah, you said something ridiculous.
No,
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 you said,
no,
I think
no,
he said, I think he said,
no. I said
10
10-7, and I said we're getting a wild.
10-7
wild
is not
card.
going to get you a wild card. I don't think.
And I said it's going to be 3 teams out of the AFC West.
He
And
said Chargers.
I said it's going to be
Chiefs,
the Chargers, Chiefs, and
Broncos.
Broncos was going to knock the Raiders out of the playoffs.
The Chargers are like as far as like power ranking. Ain't they the
Ooh,
number
can
one
I?
team?
So as far as that
Something like
bet,
that. They
can,
are
They're
there.
9.
can I
I
get
thought they was
burpees?
they hired
Wait.
in the Chiefs.
Can I get
No,
burpees
they're not.
on camera for the Raiders making it to the playoffs? Because you said they're not.
Burpees on camera.
Burpees on
Yeah,
camera.
I'll do
bet
it.
that.
I'll do it.
You do that?
How
Come
many?
on, cool.
I'll do it. I'll give you. I
10.
give you 10.
Just
I'll give you
10.
10 burpees
10
on camera.
burpees.
I'll give you 10.
And you do 10 if they don't go.
If they don't go, I'll do 10.
Man, because
Man, y'all be
what's going to
betting.
happen to the Raiders? The Raiders are going to implode
That's a low
as they
stakes
always
bet.
do.
Okay.
But the Raiders are trying so hard to implode.
Y'all betting 10 burpees.
The best
These
the
low
best
stakes.
quarterback right now this season is Derek Carr.
No.
You just said Derek Carr's the best quarterback.
Statistically, right now.
Come on, man.
Nah, the Raiders have
Statistically,
got it.
this
Come
season he
on,
has the
man.
most passing yards.
The Raiders had some squeakers, man.
Against who? The Ravens.
So hold.
The Ravens.
You would take.
I said statistically he has the best.
I don't care about
Passer
what
rating.
You're talking to
Well,
me.
the
I don't
most
care about
yards.
the numbers.
Yeah.
We've had this discussion. You still
So wait, who? Yeah, I would take him over who?
Rodgers.
I didn't say the best quarterback.
Okay,
I said
okay. My bad,
statistically
my bad.
he has the best. The most yards right
Hey
now.
man, we just brought up Brian Greasy. He was out the league 2 years later.
Hey,
And
man.
wait, Derek Carr's a slouch?
Man,
He's
you know
not
what?
elite.
You know what? Derek Carr is not a slouch,
Okay.
but Raider Nation does not
I
appreciate David Carr.
I bet a lot of teams
Derek
would
Carr,
love
sorry,
to
Derek
have
Carr.
Derek Carr on their
No,
team,
no, I would love-
including the Broncos.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no,
no
yeah.
pride at all. I would love to have
Yeah.
Derek Carr, but does the Raiders want Derek Carr? Y'all been trying to get rid of that boy for the past
What I'm
3
saying
years.
is, I can name.
Well, yeah, for Rodgers, We
I
would
could
definitely trade
name
him.
8-9 quarterbacks better than him right now.
I could too.
That's what I'm saying. So at that point,
Who's your team?
You're not elite. I'm a Bronco fan.
Okay, so would you take him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Over Teddy B?
I'll take Derek Carr. I would take Derek Carr.
I'm
Would
not
you have
disagreeing
taken
with that.
Derek in the last 5 years?
But
as
the
your quarterback?
Raiders don't want Derek Carr.
We want
Yeah,
him.
John-
He's just making it extremely hard to let him go.
All right.
Yeah.
So talking about the NBA, the preseason starts next week.
Oh yeah, I sent a nice little.
95% of the league is vaccinated.
I sent a
Yeah.
nice little message to the.
Yeah, before we
To
get into
the-
the main teams, because we don't talk about this enough, man, is I'm excited for Chauncey, man. Give that man
Shout
a round
out
of
to the
applause.
big shot.
First head coaching job.
Yeah, this is going
Shout
to
out
be
to
the
the
first
kid.
season. Portland Trail Blazers.
Chauncey,
Going to support them.
Chauncey, when it's off season, Chauncey's going to show us that love.
You think Chauncey will come on this
Man,
podcast?
Chauncey is the realest, man.
He is, man, but I think he'll be. I would love to have you on this show, Chauncey. We all go back.
Come sit down with us, man.
Just
I know
talk
you
real
will.
quick, man. Just 20 minutes of your
Man.
time. That would be awesome.
Yo, Chauncey shows love.
He does.
Whenever I have an opportunity, man, to shout out Chauncey Billups, I'm always going to shout out
Always.
Chauncey Billups.
Park Hill's finest.
Park Hill's
will.
finest. Because one thing about Chauncey is the same dude now that he was
30 years ago.
30 years ago, man. Chauncey has not changed, man.
Not at all.
Chauncey, yo, we love you from Park Hill.
Big shot.
Yo, you have
Smooth.
set an example. Yeah, smooth. You have set an example of excellence for Park Hill, man. You know, I think when he's at that level to where, you know, when your kids look at him, it's like, yo, this is a guy from Park Hill, always rep Park Hill, always show love, always came back.
Good citizen.
Good
came
citizen,
back,
always showed. Chauncey has always showed love.
always did well in front of the camera.
Always
Class act.
represented
He's
us
a
in the
class
best
act, dude.
ways. Class act.
Always
class
from the high school level, though.
He's a class
You just knew he was
Yo.
special.
across
And
the
I
board.
was, so I bumped elbows with him at the Hillside Barbershop. Shout out to Sean and Turtle.
Sean.
Yeah, we had bumped elbows, and I was there with my kids, and I was like, and you, to your point, like our kids don't know, right? And I introduced my boys, and I was just like, yeah, you're talking to a legend right here, you know, and he played in the NBA, Finals MVP, won a championship,
Show love.
Hall of
needs
Fame.
to be in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Put him in.
So
Show love.
and showed love. So
I mean, he shows love without even like. It's just natural for him, man. Like, yo, so Chauncey.
Like,
I know, man. You know what? I know Chauncey's gonna come. Is gonna come. Sit
are you
down
gonna
with us.
book him, Cole?
You know what? I'm a book.
Do y'all know where the spreadsheet is?
I'm gonna book
I
book
told
the
you.
guests.
I'm gonna book him. Slack. Shout out to Slack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we do all our
Yeah.
We do all that stuff on
collaboration
Slack.
on Slack.
yeah,
Shout out
we
to
got
Slack.
the inside track on the
Yeah,
Slack.
So
absolutely.
shout out to Slack.
Absolutely.
But I know for a fact, man, that the King's gonna sit down with us, man.
Yep, that's
I
what's
know
up,
he
Cole.
is, man.
Yeah.
Another hometown basketball, not necessarily legend, but baller, Kobe Ross.
Kobe Ross.
just signed.
Used to play on Chauncey's AAU team.
Yeah, so it all makes
Hey,
sense.
man.
And he's signed with a Czech Republic team in
Dog.
their
I
biggest
can't-
biggest league.
Dog.
right?
Yeah.
He's a dog.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. He led the Pepperdine. He went to Pepperdine University. He has the all scoring points for the school. Is that?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
He leads the school in scoring points and assists.
Yeah.
So for the
And something
basketball
else.
guy,
He got like an NCAA record too that I can't bring up off the top of my head.
So Mike,
And he was like
as
first
you-
team in that conference.
Yeah.
So Mike, as you James being basketball guys, why didn't he get to the league?
It's hard when you're a guard, man.
It is.
Is it his size?
I would say so. You could start
Possibly.
there. You could start
I mean,
there.
who's to say he won't get in, man? A lot of dudes go overseas.
No, I'm talking about it
But you're just
specifically
saying draft.
drafted.
Oh, drafted. Oh,
Well, you got to think. See, that's the thing with basketball, man, is that I think
hype.
height is a lot of it. A lot of it has to do
I'm
with
saying hype. HYPE.
hype and height. has to do with it. I think it can get political.
There's
only 12 people on the squad.
Conference he was in.
Yeah. Because you got to think, even though he can score, if there's somebody, and for the NBA, and you know how it goes in football too, it's like if you got somebody that might say is not as skilled as Kobe, but might be 6'6", average maybe 5 points lower than he does.
Yeah.
Like
potential.
You might draft based on that, So there's a lot of other variables that go into it.
Because, I didn't really get to see him that much.
Oh, they coming for Chore Daddy. You got to hide out, man.
I didn't see him that much in college because he was at Pepperdine. But, even high school, his game wasn't really based off athleticism. So,
but he was
very skilled.
He pushed the ball in the bucket.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, he pushed the ball in the bucket.
Yeah.
Well, he can go this route overseas, man, and to Mike's point, plenty of players have done that, and then next thing you know, they get a 10-day contract, or they might get signed for a year or whatever because they've chilled over there. And
G League.
So what I didn't know is that so my son and I went out to lunch today, and he was telling me, like in those Euro leagues, right? You play in multiple leagues throughout the season. Mm-hmm. So but you may play in, I don't know, you could play in 3 leagues. So you may have a game for one league on a Monday. You may have a game for another league on a Wednesday. Then you may have a game for another league on a Friday. And each league is tiered off.
Right. So when they was sitting here and they was talking about Luka and he was EuroLeague MVP, that means he was playing the better teams from other countries as well, not only for, I think he was in Spain. I want to say he played for Real Madrid. So not only was he balling in the Spanish league, he would play the Euro League. If you watch soccer, it's like the Champions League. It's pretty much that same thing.
Yeah, that's kind of how he explained it.
Yeah. So I think it's probably the top 4 teams in each division or each country. Say the top 4 teams from Spain will play the top 4 teams from Italy, so on and so forth, from Germany. And you all get together in that league. So when the year he got drafted, he won EuroLeague MVP when he was that Champions League type.
What if the NBA really went global? You could really have a legit world champion.
It's still the same thing, man. Whoever. So the Bucks, if the Bucks won, the Bucks would win the world title. That's why we're called the World Championship.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to
have
a tournament where the entire world can partake.
Kind of exhibition stuff like that. Yeah, they do exhibition stuff like that.
That would be awesome, man. If you won, in the NBA, if you won, maybe
take the champions from the NBA.
Yeah, you take the champions from the NBA, then you take the champions from the Euro League, then you take the champions from I don't know, where's Australia? What's that?
That's Australia.
In NBL is what it's called.
Yeah, you take it from Australia or that lower half, right?
South America,
and then maybe go to Asia, right? South America.
Go to get some Chinese teams. I got you.
And they literally play a 8-team tournament to get to win it all.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. It would still be cool. However many teams from the league are in that tournament you talking about, they're gonna be playing each other in the finals.
Yeah, because when you do it in soccer, it's still the top 3 that make it from each league. Yeah. So you wouldn't only take NBA champions. Okay. You probably take second place.
So for instance, if you were taking
third place,
so if you were taking 4 teams, you would have took the Suns. Who'd they play in the finals? Clippers, and Nets, Bucks.
No, but take the champions and make it short. Just make it short and take the champions.
Or you could do that.
They've already played the 82 games.
We still winning it, so it really ain't no point in watching it. No,
I would like to see that.
I'm being sarcastic.
One game elimination.
I'm being sarcastic. Even then, I still don't see, because all them boys is trying to get over here.
All right,
for the most part.
I think the audience is leaving. So real quick,
he's rude.
I'll let y'all start talking all day, man. I can't. I gotta pay Armand, man. You know how much Armand costs, man? He not cheap. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't cheap.
This is time, buddy.
He ain't cheap, man.
Come on, man.
I better be in 4K on camera 3 then.
Oh, he does you good, man.
Okay. Gotcha.
Ghostface Killah is releasing a 25th anniversary for Iron Man on vinyl.
Man, that album was hard.
That shit was hard.
Where does it rank on the Woo? Wu individual albums.
Top 5.
Just top 5. Top 5.
It's
Could
still
you
not
rank-
his best album.
Ghostface the best. Ghostface.
Supreme Clientele is his best album.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. But Iron Man is good though, man.
It is.
It is.
So
Daytona
Iron Man for us is
500.
what, 96, James?
Something like that.
Yep.
96, 97.
It is.
Iron Man, hey, Supreme Clientele is his best album, but Iron Man is right there.
I think so too.
Man,
love
and
that
Probably
album.
like 4th, if off the top of my head.
Ghostface is the best of Wu.
As
man.
far as
I would say
individual albums
yeah,
out of the
yeah.
Wu.
Yeah. I'll go-
Ghostface is
That means Ghost has one of the top 2 then.
Doggy does. 3.
As
No,
far
3.
as individual albums, because you said Supreme Clientele.
Purple Tate, Supreme Clientele.
I agree with that, Mike. I agree with that.
I think that's top
I agree
2.
with that. Tikal.
I'm putting Tikal third.
Tikal's third, man.
Tikal 3rd.
Liquid
Supreme-
Swords
Liquid Swords.
is 4th.
Iron Man 5th.
That Liquid Swords.
Iron
That
Man
Liquid
5th.
Swords was
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
That was nice.
That might be the hardest intro.
Oh yeah, when they
Like-
opened up with the
Yeah.
I don't know what
When
movie
my father
it was,
or
but
whatever.
Yeah, that was nice.
shit. I can't remember what movie's that from.
But
it's hard.
not only is that happening, but Kanye is going to produce Supreme Clientele 2. How do we feel about that?
Fire.
Might
If
be-
if
it
Con-
might- it might
if
be
if
too
if
late.
If we
Con-
get the Kanye recently, right? Because I think he dropped the ball on Nas.
oh, he dropped the ball on Nas.
I'm upset that he
I'm
did
pissed
Nas
at
like that.
I'm pissed because as you guys know,
You're
Nas
Nas.
is my favorite rapper.
Yep.
We've been, man, those arguments in James' basement, man, in 2000, what was that, maybe 2001?
Oh, when Jay-Z
2000?
and Nas was
When
beefing.
Jay-Z and then the heat of the Nas Jay-Z beef.
Yeah.
Man, I used to go
Yeah.
back and forth with these boys about Nas and
And
Jay-Z.
you still do, and it's still the same.
Kanye
result 20 years
dropped-
later.
It hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed.
Oh no, wait, no.
It
The
hasn't
stances haven't changed. The stances haven't changed.
If you ask most of New York, I think. Well, I don't know because you got cousins
The
that live out there.
The stance haven't changed.
But I
for
think
me.
music is bigger than New York. So
the
if you
stance-
ask
the
the
stance
entire
haven't changed for
nation
me.
if Jay-Z is better than Nas, I think they would lean towards Jay-Z.
Nas the GOAT to me, man.
But Nas got him in the battle to me.
Oh yeah.
To this day, I have not flip-flopped on that.
But
Overall catalog,
Kanye, please don't fuck this up.
I'm going Jay-Z.
Because Ghost is
I
the
think
truth.
it's too little, too late for both of them.
What do you mean?
Like,
You don't think the
I'm not
album's
as
gonna?
I'm not as hype as for a Ghostface album now that I would be.
Hey, man, Kanye can't fuck up Ghost,
15
man.
years
Please
ago.
don't fuck the Ghost album up.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think's gonna happen is for this album particularly, RZA's gonna step in, and I think it's gonna be that kind of mixed
Gotta mix.
mashed of
I
like
hope so, James.
like
Kanye's gonna be like executive. He's gonna give him some of those soulful songs because that's where Ghost shines with them samples.
Yeah.
But then it's also gonna be RZA in there like kind of maybe directing or vice versa of like doing mixes and things like
RZA,
that.
please
put little
step
touches
in.
on his beat, like that one joint, like the Dark Twisted Fantasy song. Can we get much higher? RZA was on that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
and you can hear it because
Yeah.
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 I still think it's too little, too late for both of them. But you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Oh, you think you wouldn't listen to it? What are you listening to
I'm
these
a,
days?
I'm a fan, of course. I'm gonna listen to it, but that's not gonna be like. I don't think I'm gonna give it that replay value. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
All right.
What am I bumping? That's new. I kind of like that Baby King.
I haven't heard the whole
You
album.
know what?
That
I
melodic blue. I kind of dig
I
it.
wasn't really into it. I tried it.
That Family Ties song is hard.
No,
That's
no,
Joint-
nice.
joint
that-
with Kendrick.
Yeah, that's hard.
Lamar's.
It doesn't-
No,
Even
that's
the
hard.
Range, like he got a song Range Brothers or whatever. That shit's hard. But I mean, it's cool.
I just
I'm trying to
can't-
get these new dudes. I'm trying to get these new. I'm coming from a different perspective.
Real
for
quick,
new
Co.
rappers.
So speaking of Kendrick Lamar, quickly let's talk about the Super Bowl halftime show, basically with Interscope.
That's awesome. That's
you got
awesome.
Dre,
That's awesome.
Eminem, Kendrick Lamar,
That's awesome.
Snoop.
Mary J.
Is Mary J
Mary
part of
J's
it?
in there.
Just them alone. How do you feel about that? I think that's awesome
That's
that they're gonna
awesome.
do that.
That's awesome.
I think
Shout out to Jay-Z.
Is it in?
Jay-Z is making that
where's
happen.
the Super Bowl this year?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
Football.
yet.
You don't know?
It was Tampa Bay last year. I assume it's somewhere warm, maybe the Superdome.
I'm guessing with
New
the
Orleans.
lineup, it has to be L.A. That's what I'm guessing. But
Uh, That'd be nice.
I'd be excited. But hopefully by that time, Kendrick will drop something. Or he'll probably be performing some of his new songs.
Man, but where do we put Kendrick though? Man, I think that's the big thing. Where do we put Kendrick right now?
Top. Like all time or just
No, I'm saying of his peer group.
Oh, he the best.
Come on.
He's the best.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll say that.
He's over Cole.
The 3 is Drake, Cole, and Kendrick.
Yeah, those are the top. Those are the top.
I'm not gonna put an order on that, but that's what I got.
Let's put an order on it.
No, I'm not gonna put no order on it.
That's tough.
I would put. It depends what your sliders are.
Yeah,
you know, I just can't say.
That's a great divider.
Off the top, that 1, 2, and 3.
Because who has?
I say Kendrick's the best. I say Kendrick's the best out of all 3.
Because if you're going who has better albums, Drake's last.
I'm going with Kendrick. I'm going with Kendrick. First. I'm saying Kendrick's the best out of all 3, man.
He has better album. Ooh. I'm not going. Yeah. Best albums, I would go with Kendrick.
Depends on my mood, man, because Cole goes.
How many albums does Kendrick have? 4?
Well, I mean, he had that little mix, that untitled joint. So I think that if you take that out, that's 3.
Man, Kendrick's the best rapper out of.
How many albums Drake got?
What, 6, 7?
How many albums J. Cole got?
Off the top of my head, maybe 5, 6.
Hey, I'm going Kendrick, man. I'm going Kendrick, man.
Okay.
I'm going Kendrick.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that.
That's tough.
Man, although I could say Drake.
That's tough.
Easily, like I could say Drake is number 1.
Man, but when it come to rapping,
do you got any new rappers you like? Non-New York.
Yeah.
Non-New York rappers?
Kendrick's not New York.
Man, I like Freddie Gibbs, man.
But see, he like, we talking
Oh, you're talking about
Saul.
like Griselda?
Yeah.
No,
I just told you.
Speaking of that, I would
nice.
love to have Conway the Machine and Benny the Butcher on the show. They are coming to Denver.
Oh, we are reaching. We are reaching for the stars. We are reaching for the stars, baby. We are reaching for the stars.
15th. You never know, man. Maybe they'll stop by after they see this. But
man, we need Westside on here too, man.
And Westside, yeah. But those two, because they're coming to Denver. I don't know if Westside is coming to Denver.
Man, but I like out of the new guys, I like Freddie Gibbs.
I like Freddie too.
Like Freddie Gibbs. So shout out to LA.
I like 21 Savage.
Woo. That's my guy.
I like 21.
That's my guy right there.
They call me 42 Savage. Double the 21. Yeah.
Hey, you know who else is nice? You know who else is nice? I like Corday.
I like him too.
Somebody's trying to get Jada Kiss is trying to get
Corday's nice.
A duo with him.
Corday's nice. Corday's nice.
Corday's nice.
All right, man.
Thing about it, man, it's like rap so much. It's like it's so much out there, man. You can't get to it.
It's hard to keep up, ain't it?
Yeah, it's hard to get to it all.
It's a lot of lils. It's a lot of lils.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I tried to get into the Meek. I tried to get into the Meek Mill album, but I was just like,
I don't really like Meek that much.
I like Meek, but I tried to get into this new album that came out today. I was like, I don't know.
He do too much screaming for me.
Maybe I'm just too much Griselda. I just like that old '90s vibe, man.
That's why they vibe.
You like your music 1990 now.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that they're not even from the city, right?
No,
they're from Buffalo. They are killing the scene out in New York.
And I dog my cousin about that all the time.
That's like, yo, they bringing that New York flavor back, and they from Buffalo. Come on, man. Shout out to Buffalo.
Shout out to Buffalo.
Griselda.
Rap's bigger than New York.
Shout out to Buffalo, New York, man.
But have you listened to Griselda?
Oh man,
that's not. You might know they ad libs, but have you listened?
Yo, that part two of that West Side Gun,
fire.
Come on, man.
That's in my playlist, man. And Mike be adding to my playlist, man. He be putting a lot of DS on there, man. I have to put the Griseldas and all that in there, man. The 21 Savage.
You ain't
Mike
not
putting there.
You ain't never putting there. I put you on the 21.
No, you did.
Hey, man, but 21. But quiet as it kept, I think 21 Savage and J. Cole should do an album.
I would like that. I would listen to that all day.
21 Savage and J. Cole is a really nice mix.
They do not miss.
All right, y'all. You never stumble upon the unexpected if you only stick to the familiar. So go out there, change it up, do different things, and enjoy life. Okay? Enjoy life. Have fun with each other like we do on this show. Again, you can find us at All streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google Cast, you name it, and viewership on YouTube. IG, you can find us at this.podcast, and then also on SoundCloud. Twitter at thispodofficial. Anything else before we wrap it up, fellas? You want to plug ChoreDaddy?
Man, yo.
At ChoreDaddyTV
on IG,
Instagram,
yeah,
and on OFans soon come.
Oh boy, hey, you know what, man? And shout out to Lawrence Lammer, man, for giving me
sir.
this
Once
Washington.
again, yeah.
I mean, for letting me. Well, I bought it. But Washington Capitals, first black
man.
basketball team.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Always repping the L's when I walk in here.
Always repping the L's. You know what I mean?
This podcast, bussin'.